This week on Steel Horse Thunder.
You know, 46 in the spring isn't nearly as bad as 46 in the fall.
We do a very special ride in honor of the creator of Steel Horse.
Great guy. Always good for a laugh.
Man, I can't begin to tell you how honored we are to have you come all the way back just for this ride.
Disease like this that's brand new and nobody really knows anything about it, we got to get the word out and we got to start doing something about it and find some answers for this poor little girl.
All that and much more this week on Steel Horse Thunder. Be there.
Steel Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
Friends like to see us out in the community. Our colleagues like to see us change unfair laws that limit the rights of injured Hoosiers. Our clients like to see us hard at work fighting for their fair compensation. And insurance companies hate to see us in a courtroom. At Leidendorf Law, we have over 100 years of combined legal experience, and insurance companies know this. We handle all types of injury claims. Leidendorf Law isn't your typical law firm. We are like family to our clients. Why? Because we are family.
When it's time to ride, we'll keep your mind where it matters most, on the open road. We get it. Ryder Insurance is the only insurance company specifically created for the motorcycle and ATV communities. No one but riders. Our specialized staff is here for you with great coverage options, discounts to help you save, and 24/7 claims reporting if something happens along the way. And with roadside assistance included on all of our policies, we've got your back wherever the road leads. We get it. No worries, just riding.
To celebrate the creator of Steel Horse, we decided to do something a little different. 2 motorcycle clubs and a group of Steel Horse Thunder friends will raise money for Amelia Cragen, who is suffering from a very rare and terrible disease called PKAN. We will then go on a ride with several stops, the last being the Big Splash Adventure Hotel in French Lick, to present her and her family with the money raised. The group that raises the most money will come back next year and ride with 2 or 3 more groups in the 2016 Steve Reeves Memorial Ride. Hey, I'm here with Jody Craney, daughter of Steve Reeves, and we wanted to kind of shed a little bit of light on the episode you're about to see, the Steve Reeves Adventure Ride. Now, Jody, I know in the years past you guys always put a memorial ride together for your dad.
Yes.
But I know this year it was a little tough. Do you want to talk about that and kind of explain about the memorial ride?
Yeah, well, I applaud anybody that does the rides because it's a lot of work, and I honestly, it's just life, busy kids. One of our main helpers, Bill White, had some health issues, and just a lot of things that help make up the ride. It kind of was not coming together, so it was a little stressful to try to do all on my own. So, yeah.
And I understand that. It was kind of neat. You and I were talking on the phone one afternoon. I remember sitting outside talking to you on the phone, and you made the comment about you were very stressed out and didn't know how you were going to get this to come together.
Yes.
And oddly enough, Cindy and I had been talking about doing an adventure ride.
Yes.
Because what most people don't realize is that when Steve was retiring from the show and asked Cindy and I to take the show over, he was doing that because he spent the last 12 years of his life doing the show and never got a chance to go anywhere.
Right.
And he was planning on doing an adventure. He was going out with some of his buddies. They were going to go out to Sturgis. And then after Sturgis, he was going down to Arizona to see Brianna. And, that was his whole plan. Obviously, that didn't happen. That didn't come to pass. And so we were talking about the adventure ride. And then talking with you, it sounded like it was time to merge these together and make this the Steve Reeves Adventure Ride.
I agree. It was totally meant to be. The timing of you planning that and this not coming together, and I wanted to continue something in his name, and it just, the timing was perfect. So.
Hey, it's a beautiful, crisp autumn morning. Cindy, where are we at today?
We're in Martinsville, Indiana, at the Texas Corral, doing the Steve Reeves Adventure Ride.
You know, this year's ride is going to actually benefit a young girl with the PKAN disease. I'm not sure about the disease itself. I know it's very rare. So we're going to meet the family. We're going to take a ride. This is something totally different, kind of brand new, kind of a trial run. Let's see how it goes. Here are the groups participating in the ride. The Brotherhood of Motorcycling Benevolence, otherwise known as BOM Charity Club. The BOM is a non-profit charitable club whose members have an enthusiasm for motorcycling and having a positive impact on the community. They make it their duty to support anyone when they are in need, and they strive to leave a positive mark on the motorcycle community for years to come. The Second Amendment MC. The Second Amendment MC is a law-abiding group of bikers that believe in and support the Second Amendment. They are committed to community awareness and maintaining a positive image while riding and supporting community events. Both the BOM and Second Amendment MC have been big supporters of Steel Horse Thunder and are always generous with their time and money in supporting motorcycle community causes. And the last group is the Thunder Buddies. The Thunder Buddies are a group of friends who ride together but don't have a name for their group. These are people who support charity rides all year round and who frequent the Steel Horse Thunder bike nights. To get the ride started, we all met up at one of our favorite places, Texas Corral in Martinsville.
You know, I can't say enough about what you guys just did this morning for us.
Oh, well, thank you. The pleasure was all ours. We had a great time doing it. We always like to be part of the community and try to help out when we can, and we always know that you guys do a lot of really good things around Indiana and Martinsville, so we're just glad that you let us be a part of this one.
Well, you know, this is a place where we like to come and hang out all the time. We don't necessarily have to work here. We get to come and play and have fun. And, you know, just the fact that you guys, you know, you opened it up. Obviously, you guys don't open yet. You're not open for breakfast here. So the fact that you guys would do this, and I know, you know, between Texas Corral and you and Sarah, you guys put a lot of your own money and your own effort into this thing and your own time, and I just want to thank you guys very much.
So Nick, we're here doing this ride for Amelia. I have never heard of PKAN. Can you tell me about what PKAN is?
The PANK2 gene in her is bad, and so it's blocking nutrients and oxygen to her brain and different parts. It affects the nerve cells, causes dystonia. The dystonia in the next 3 years, she's 4 years old. In the next 3 years, she'll wake up one morning and her foot will be turned the other way, her hands, her mouth. By the time she's 7, they think she'll be in a wheelchair. When by the time she's a teenager, she'll be blind and on feeding tubes. Eats away the retina in her eyes, and the dystonia will lock up her throat where she can't chew or swallow.
So do they know exactly what causes this disease?
I have to be a carrier, and my wife had to be a carrier, and then she had 25% chance of getting it. There's only 100 cases in the United States right now.
Now, you guys just went to a doctor. I can't remember where you had to go, but this was a specialist that knows about this.
Yes, in Oregon Science Health University, they have 3 doctors that are working on it. One of them grew up with an Amish family that had 3 daughters that all had PKAN disease. So she grew up with it and watched it. So she's motivated, not by money or funding, but by her own history.
So there's not that many cases, and is it genetic? Because you said that you have to be a carrier. So how does that happen?
Yeah, it's a very rare thing to be a carrier. It's a rare thing to be 2 carriers to get together, and then Amelia only had 25% chance of getting it. So it's just a rare thing. My mother or father had to be a carrier for me to be a carrier. I don't know. I had a better chance of winning the lottery 15 times.
Jordan, man, I'm glad you guys came on board. I know this is something we kind of threw this thing together. It's kind of a crazy thing. It's going to be a trial run. I'm so glad you guys are here. What made you decide, yeah, we'll go ahead and be guinea pigs?
Oh, I mean, love the format. You know, I can't think of a better way to raise money than make it a little competitive. You know, the cause is great. The time of year is beautiful. Get a little bit of that, you know, fall scenery rolling down. So yeah, it was just that overall, just love the format. We wanted to, you know, chip in and help out.
Well, I'm glad you guys made it, and I know, you know, it's not like you guys got your entire club here. There's not one, you know, entire club here. It's when you put things together at the last minute, especially this late in the season, kind of hard to do it. Not only is it getting colder, but most everybody's spent their money. Most everybody has, you know, done their rides, and so I really appreciate you guys coming out. And I know you guys had, you know, a difficult time with the chapter up north too this week. So I really do appreciate you guys coming out and making a showing.
Yeah, absolutely. We've actually, one of the guys from our Dragoons chapter up in Kokomo, they came all the way down from Kokomo, left I think around 6:20 this morning. So, but yeah, they unfortunately had a family death, so they're going to be heading back a little bit early today. But
Well, Jeff, you came out here for this ride, and you guys came a long way. It was cold this morning. What time did you have to leave?
We left Kokomo probably about 6:15, and it was pitch black still, and it was a long ride and very cold at that time, especially at 70 mile an hour. So, but you know, it's something that we wanted to do, and we felt strongly about it, so we made the effort.
Well, I'm so glad you guys came out today, and I know it had to have been really cold for you too, right?
Yeah, it was a little cold this morning.
You guys are here. I know you're not going to be able to stay the whole day, but I'm so glad and thankful that you came out. What chapter are you guys from?
Second Amendment MC, and we're the Dragoons. It's north of Indianapolis chapter.
And you guys said that there was a tragedy that happened in one of the members of your group. Can you tell me about that?
Well, our president dog, his son got sick and he thought he had the flu, and so everybody knew he was staying at home for a couple of days, and then they lost contact with him. His girlfriend went over to check on him, and he was incoherent. They rushed him to the hospital for emergency surgery, but it was just too late. So they're not sure exactly what happened, and it was a tragedy and a surprise, and so that's kind of why we got to go back early today for the service.
Well, you know, Amelia is such a sweetheart. I see her all the time. She's such a sweet little girl, and I know that you got to light up every time you see her because she's just amazing.
Yes, she is. Yeah, since birth. She hasn't left my hands too often.
Well, I wouldn't want her to because she is a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to enjoy this ride today, and we can't wait to see you guys later on this evening. And see Amelia be able to play and have fun.
Oh, absolutely. She's going to love it. She loves the water.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a great time. Thank you so much, Nick, for talking to us. And hopefully they'll be able to get a cure for this disease because it's so heart-wrenching to see a little girl have to go through this.
Absolutely.
A disease like this that's brand new and nobody really knows anything about it, we got to get the word out, and we got to start doing something about it and find some answers for this poor little girl. And
Definitely.
She's a beautiful little girl.
She is, and you definitely have to have the research to find out. Like you said, this is a brand new disease that they really, I think he said there was 100 cases, and so they really don't know what to do. And we just appreciate everybody that comes out and helps to raise that research and the funds for that.
We need to raise awareness for it, because when they say that there's 100 cases they know about, who knows how many went undiagnosed so far. So now they're aware of it, it's getting the word out, and that's what we need to do.
We took off from Texas Corral in Martinsville and headed to Seymour, Indiana.
Now this ride today, I know not everybody could make it. We put this together. It's kind of like what we're calling a trial run for the Steve Reeves Adventure Ride, something we want to do every year. What are your thoughts so far?
It's been a great route. It's a good event. Obviously, we're big supporters of Steel Horse and the memoriam of Steve, and so the club got together and we actually held an event a couple weeks ago so we could raise some proceeds for this event as well. So we want to make an impact as always, and it's great to be able to support not only a family in need, but our friends at Steel Horse.
Well, we appreciate it, and that's kind of how this all got started. We just started talking to a few of the, there's a few of you guys that always seem to be there for us, and the bike night, and we thought we need to do something like this for Steve Reeves, and I think it's going to be a good thing. I think we're going to be able to do this every year, and obviously next year we'll probably go a little farther than just southern Indiana, but here we are late in the fall. It's, you gotta kind of have to watch the weather.
Right. We were blessed today, I think, for the inaugural event, so we don't want to laugh in the face of that, but it's been a great run. It's been a good close to as you said, a difficult season. We've been able to raise a lot of money for a lot of different causes this year, so we're very proud of that, and what a great way to go out.
After our stop, we got back on our bikes and rode to Leavenworth, Indiana, to a popular stop for motorcycles, the Dock Restaurant.
you've got one of the most unique places I think I've ever been to on a motorcycle ride. We always look for places kind of out of the way, scenic. I mean, my gosh, tell me a little bit about the dock.
The dock has been here since the early 70s, and it's just a great place, and it's a great destination for motorcycles. We get a lot of motorcycles all across the United States, and everybody has a good time here. We have entertainment on Friday night, and we have bands on Saturday night, and we're open weekends Friday through Sunday. Great food, great service, and a friendly staff.
Well, everybody here has been great. The food, it was out. I mean, we all came in at one time. So are you guys used to that, just having big groups show up?
We are used to it. I've walked out the door and counted over 400 motorcycles at one time, and we do Jeep runs every year. This year we had 149 Jeeps. So we get everybody in and out as fast as we can, and we make sure that everybody has a good time and have good food and good service.
Well, yeah, and you got the ambiance, if you will, you know, out here with the wood deck and the patio, and I mean, you got all sorts of seating out here.
If you come down here and you don't find something you like, this is the most beautiful place there is in Kentucky or Indiana. And you got Indiana on this side, and then you got Kentucky on that side. What could be better at Horseshoe Bend River on the Ohio? It's just a great, beautiful place, day or night.
So Harold, you guys have done an amazing job. I know that you guys got a team of people here today. You're the Thunder Buddies for life, which I think is great. Tell me about what you guys did to raise money for this event.
Well, we just took donations from numerous friends and co-workers and stuff like that. And everybody was more than willing to donate a little bit.
So you guys went out not just with the riders that you have, but you also went out and tried to raise funds among other people, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Especially, have you been down here to the dock before?
One time, yeah.
So does it look a little different today?
Looks a lot different than it did.
Well, it's a beautiful day today, and I'm amazed at how beautiful it is this late in the year. But you guys came out, you did this ride. How is the ride so far for you guys?
Been great. Started out a little chilly, but it's turned out to be a great day for a ride.
No, it started out a little cold, not just chilly.
Yeah, that did.
Andrew, you're here on this, you're a Thunder Buddy on this ride today. You're on a sports bike, and I absolutely love that you're on a sports bike, but I heard that you had to pull over. What was that all about?
I was going to run out of fuel.
You didn't? We had a gas stop. What happened?
I failed to do the math and realized the last time I got gas and thought I had more than I did.
Well, that's okay. At least there was a gas station along the way, because I've been on a ride where there wasn't a gas station. You didn't have nowhere to stop. We just had to wait and find one.
Now, Danny, I know you've been working a lot this summer down in Florida, down in Sarasota. How'd you manage to get up here for this ride?
Well, I told my company when I left originally that I had a few rides planned and I needed to fly back, so they've flown me back probably 3 times now for rides.
Is that right? Now, I know the weather, actually, we're having such a great day today, but I mean, imagine it's probably a little bit warmer down in Sarasota. So how was the ride this morning when it was like 44 degrees?
Pretty damn cold.
So, Michelle, you had these T-shirts made because you guys are Thunder Buddies for life. Tell me about those shirts.
One of our other fellers, he came up with the name Thunder Buddies, so we decided that we needed some shirts because everybody else was going to have their little group jackets on, so we needed to have shirts so everybody knew who we were.
And I just want to say again, thank you to everybody. I know you guys went above and beyond raising money. I'll be honest, my goal was hoping that we would be able to donate about $1,000 is what I was really hoping for. And I will say right now, Second Amendment raised the most. And the Second Amendment came in with $2,130.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Absolutely blown away. And then we had another one come in at the Thunder Buddies, $605. And then the bombs came in at $300. So I was hoping to be able to donate $1,000, and it's going to be $3,000. It's going to be just over $3,000. So guys, if I had a hat, I'd tip it. I'll tip my glasses to you guys. Every one of you guys, man, you guys are awesome. What you guys have done.
Bad things happen to good people. That's the difficult part of our job. Our firm works with great people during very tough times. Because of that, your compensation is our first priority. No one can prepare for the aftermath of an accident, but the insurance company is prepared to give you the bare minimum. That's why you need legal guidance, to give you a voice and get you the money you deserve. Leidendorf Law, your Indiana injury lawyers, like family, because we are.
Hey, we got a brand new sponsor on board with Steel Horse Thunder. You've heard of Renegade Classics? Well, we now have one here in Indianapolis. I'm here with Vince, the owner of the shop. Vince, what can people find here when they come in?
Well, we want to try to fill all your biker needs at outlet prices. We've got t-shirts, leathers, 26 different kinds of jackets and vests for men's and women's. We have a very large ladies section we're very proud of, plus our bargain t-shirts, Dickie Work shirts, rain gear, accessories for your motorcycle, hopefully everything you need.
Right on. And what do we have to, I know you got some more stuff coming in. You guys are just opening up, so.
I do.
What else you got coming in?
We hope to have a very large selection of karaoke gear here for you to pick up and not have to wait and order. I want everything to be on demand, no waiting. We've got a large selection of boots, and that's still growing. Our helmet section, I'm pretty proud of, but we have more vendors coming in on that too, so.
Hey, they got everything you need here. They have ample motorcycle parking, and they have a seamstress on board to do all your custom embroidery or whatever else you need for your leather. Vince, where can we find you?
We're at 9546 Allisonville Road on the southwest corner of 96 in Allisonville, right next to Kip's Pub.
Tell them Steel Horse sent you.
Jacinda, you have a beautiful bike. I love this bike. Tell me about it.
Thank you, thank you. It's a 2002 Fat Boy. It looked nothing like this when we got it. My husband did all the work, and all I knew is I wanted a pink bike to ride.
So did your husband paint it?
Well, we didn't paint it, but everything else. New handlebars, lights, fenders, everything else we did ourselves.
So did you start on the back of your husband's bike?
Started on the back of my husband's bike.
So do you have any trips planned for the future?
Yep, every summer we usually take about 2 weeks and we ride about 1,800 miles. We pack our clothes in a bag on the back and go where it's nice and stop when we want to stop and go when we want to go. So we love it.
Okay, I don't see any bags on your bike, so.
It goes on his. It goes on his, yeah.
I understand because I'm that way too.
I'm just me. I don't know if I can handle all that other stuff, but.
Well, this is a cool bike. And you said he did other things to this bike. What all has he done to it?
So, new stretch fender. The front fender, obviously, is new. The nacelle, we took off the little side lights and put a LED because it's much brighter. Paint, bling, little bling bling on both sides that I like. And the handlebars, those are 10-inch mini apes. A lot more comfortable. And seat. It's one that kind of pushes you forward. I'm not tall, I'm short. This one is so comfortable. From how I sit and reach and the ground, I might add some small bags and have them painted the same color at some point, but plan on keeping this one for a while.
Cool. Well, I like it. So, well, you have a nice day today. It's going to be a great ride.
Yeah,
thanks.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Some people say true beauty comes from within. At Krambos, we think beauty can be inside and out. Along with the best paint and bodywork in the state, Krambos also offers all Harley motorcycle service work, from tune-ups to rebuilds. So make sure your bike looks as good as it runs and bring it on in to the only shop that treats your bike as good as we treat our own. Krambos. We'll get you noticed.
Motorcycle riders want the freedom of the open road with the wind in their face. Unfortunately, other motorists often do not give motorcycles the proper attention that the law requires. When an accident occurs, call Leidendorf Law for a free consultation. Our team of lawyers is ready to aggressively pursue your case and fight for your rights in and out of a courtroom. We'll help you on the road to recovery so that soon you can return to the open road. Leidendorf Law, like family, because we are.
After a delicious meal, we headed to our final stop in French Lick to meet up with Amelia and her family. Well, hey, the Steve Reeves Adventure Ride has finally made it to French Lick, Indiana. Now we're here at the hotel. We're going to go find Amelia and her family, and we're going to present them with a check that all these guys behind me raised for them. So let's go find them.
Well, Marissa, Nick, we have the funds that were raised today. I want you to know that it was from the 3 groups. We had the Second Amendment group, the Thunder Buddies group, and the Bombs group that raised funds, and they raised altogether, they raised $3,035 for you guys. We rounded it up to $3,100, so we are going to present you guys with a check for $3,100 today.
This check is from Steel Horse Thunder, but we want to make sure you understand that it's these people that you see around us. They're the ones that they spend time raising the money, and we had a great day riding. I hope you guys have a great day today and a great day tomorrow, and you know, enjoy the place here and the water park and everything else.
So Becky, how'd you like this ride today? It was a beautiful day for it.
It was a gorgeous day. It was a beautiful ride. I have enjoyed myself totally.
So did you like the little bit of hills we had, the twists and turns?
I loved it. I was ready to stick my arms in there and say, "Ooh, ah!"
So Duke, how was this ride today?
That was an awesome ride for a great cause.
Did you like the roads we rode on?
Oh yeah, that's the most scenic route that I think I've rode in a long time.
So was this the best ride you've been on this year?
It really was beautiful. It was probably time of year. I mean, the route, everything. I can truly say it was really probably one of the better rides I've been on all year long.
It was nice, and the leaves are starting to change. It was just wonderful today.
Oh yeah, I mean, you get some of these, down on 62, kind of along the Ohio there. It's long, sweeping, hills. There's cutouts in the rock, and you got the canopy of the trees kind of overhead. It's like driving through a little tunnel. It was cool. It was beautiful.
It was. I loved it. Thank you guys for coming out today.
Al, thanks for having us. We had a good time. So.
Well, hey, the adventure ride has come to an end for the evening, and we're here in French Lick, and something we're going to do now. We've been doing a lot for the charity and for Amelia and everything else, and now it's adult time. The motorcycles are parked, so in honor of Steve Reeves, he wasn't much of a drinker, but if he did drink, it was always Jose Cuervo Gold and the salt, and instead of a lime, he always used a lemon. So in honor of Steve, that's what we're going to do today.
Be there!
Steel Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
And they do watch Steel Horse Thunder here on Sunday morning,
Well, the Steve Reeves Adventure Ride has come to an end. We're here in French Lick. We are here at the hotel that the family is staying at, that we did the ride for. Hang on a second.
PKAN disease for, I don't like it. Sorry. It's in support of